Hello, ambitious career woman. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Maximizing Your Potential with Shalonda Patrice. And so today's career dilemma is I have been grooming dogs for 5 years and just don't enjoy it like I used to, but I don't know where to go from here. I have no degree. And so this is today's career dilemma that we're going to discuss. And it's my hope that you can take something away from this. Maybe you've felt the same thing. Maybe you've been in a career or position for 5 years or longer or shorter, and you just don't enjoy it like you used to, and you don't know where to go from here, and you don't have a degree. And so here's my response. My first question would be, have you identified why you don't like dog grooming anymore? Or whatever it is that you're doing, have you identified why you don't like it anymore? Have you identified a certain aspect? Is there a certain aspect of dog grooming that you don't enjoy anymore? You know, is it the system of dog grooming? Maybe you're working from somebody else and you don't like their system. So have you pinpointed, exactly what it is? Or could it just really be that you're tired of dog grooming? You don't have that desire. This doesn't motivate it like you used to, and you're ready to do something different. Is that the case? And if it is, that's okay, because we grow, we change, we evolve, and things change. So if you're feeling like you want to do something different, that's okay too. And so you also mentioned you don't have a degree. An degree is not needed necessarily. First, we have to identify what your goal is going to be, right? And then you can decide if a degree is needed or not. So if you don't know where to go from here, I would suggest to really just slow down, get quiet, take some time to do some self-reflection, some self-introspection. Find out what it is that you want to do. If you say the dog grooming, you don't want to do the dog grooming anymore, identify what aspect of that you don't like, because that's going to help you moving forward so that you don't get in that trap again. So it's also important to identify what you do like about dog grooming, but it's also important to identify what you don't like. And so you're going to have to sit some time and just put some effort into it and write these things down. I know it may sound like it's a little too much work, but you're going to have to find the time to do it. But I promise you, once you do the work, you're going to get crystal clear. You're going to get crystal clear once you sit down and do some self-reflection and write some of these things down. So take that time, identify what are those things that you like about dog grooming and what you don't like about dog grooming, right? And those are going to help you navigate as you look into, well, what is it that I want to do now? What do I like now? I'm no longer passionate about this one thing over here. Well, what are the other things that I am passionate about? And like I said in an earlier audio, when somebody wanted to know, you know, how to find a job that you're passionate about, you may have several things that you're passionate about. Find the common denominator. Find what they all have in common. And that's what you can use to navigate to your new position. And so if you are having trouble with overthinking this, if you're having trouble, you're wrestling with being unsure on what you want out of your life, out of your career, it's not making sense, you're feeling stuck, truth be told, you're wrestling with some self-doubt, I recommend my Stepping into Your Greatness blueprint. This blueprint is a 5-part audio series, but more importantly, it's going to help you clarify your thoughts. It's going to help you accomplish your personal goals. It's going to help you break that reoccurring cycles of confusion, self-doubt, fear. You know what I'm talking about. And it's going to help you activate success in every area of your life. But you have to be willing to do the work. You're going to have to be the one that says, you know what, I'm tired of going in circles. I want to figure this out. And so if you're just joining and you're trying to figure out who is this lady rambling, what is she talking about, who does she think she is, I am Shalonda Patrice, the adult guidance counselor. And I help ambitious career women discover a career that suits them. Do me one small favor before we end. Share this information with somebody. If you know somebody who's struggling with their next career move, if you know somebody who's not sure what to do next, this pandemic has just really just gotten them off track, share this information with them. Share the information regardless, because I tell you, you'll be surprised how many people that you don't know who are struggling with their career, with career decisions. They may feel embarrassed. They may feel ashamed. They just may be full of pride and don't want to ask. You just never know. Share this information so that it can help somebody get crystal clear on the next career move. If you have any questions regarding your career transition, if you're considering a career change and you have questions, feel free to go ahead and put them in the comments section now, or feel free to inbox me, and I'll be glad to take a look at it and see how I can support you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and remember, a meaningful career is waiting on you. Take care.